President Bola Tinubu has directed the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs to freeze the processing of visas for all government officials seeking to travel to New York for the United Nations General Assembly without proof of direct participation in its official schedule of activities. A statement by the presidency on Monday said this is a part of a broader effort to reduce the cost of governance in Nigeria. According to the statement, to prevent any sharp practice in this regard, the U.S. mission in Nigeria is accordingly guided on official visa processing. Nigeria's permanent mission in New York is also directed to prevent and stop the accreditation of any government official who is not placed on the protocol list forwarded by the approving authority. It said that by this directive of the President, all federal ministries, departments and agencies are mandated to ensure that all officials who are approved for inclusion in the UNGA delegation strictly limits the number of aides and associated staff partaking in the event. And also, the special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngalale, on Monday said President Bola Tinubu would not permit any failure of any of the ministers. Speaking on Monday, Ngalale said Tinubu had established benchmarks for each of the sectors in the country since his emergence as president in February 2023, adding that Tinubu is not scared to sack any minister who is not effective. Ngalale said Tinubu is not somebody who is afraid to level quick sanctions to ensure that they get the results that he wants, because if this administration fails, they would not say a minister failed or a set of ministers failed. Ngalale further disclosed that during the interim period between when he emerged as president-elect and his inauguration on May 29th, Tinubu proactively established a series of reform committees encompassing every sector. And the federal government on Monday said all the frontline states on the path of River Benue may experience flooding within the next 7 days as a result of the opening of Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. Speaking at a briefing in Abuja held at the instance of the Presidential Committee set up by President Bola Tinubu, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. Betta Edu, said the new committee would implement various policies and rescue missions aimed at mitigating the impact of the flood from Lagdo Dam. She urged the Nigerian Governor Forum to step up actions by ensuring the immediate evacuation of Nigerians from flood-prone communities to safer destinations. Edu said the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon was opened recently and some states will see the effects in the coming days. And moving on, the Police Service Commission has ordered 4 Senior Deputy Inspector General of Police, Danmala Mohammed, Moses Jitibo, Afiz Unuwa and Adeleke Bode to immediately proceed on compulsory retirement. It said the decision follows their failure to retire following the appointment of their colleague Olukayode Egbetokun as the Acting Inspector General of Police. The Commission, however, approved the appointment of 4 Assistant Inspectors General of Police, Ibrahim Ka Ojay, Daniel Sokari Pedro, Ayuba Ekpeji, and Usman Nagogo to the rank of DIGs pending ratification by the Board of Commission to replace the retired DIGs. The spokesperson for the Commission, Ike Chukwuani, who disclosed this to journalists in Abuja on Monday, noted that the Commission gave the order in the exercise of its statutory powers. He explained that the order became imperative because the Commission had expected those DIGs who were senior in rank prior to Egbetokun's appointment as IG to voluntarily retire. And also, Nigeria Society of Engineers has urged the federal government to consider building more dams along the River Niger and River Benue in response to the recent flooding likely to be occasioned by the release of the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. Flooding has become a recurring problem in certain areas, and the NSC believes that constructing additional dams can provide effective solutions to mitigate the impact of floods. The president of Group, Tasiu Gidari Wudil, made the call at a press briefing in Abuja on Monday. Speaking at the event, Gidari Wudil noted that construction of the dam should be a priority, while also calling for the dredging of major rivers to reduce siltation and sedimentation. He further called on the government to enforce existing policies and initiate legislation to protect the environment from the activities of man, occasioned by industrialization and urbanization, as well as climate change. And now onto the foreign scene. Russian President Vladimir Putin has told Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi that he would not attend the G20 summit in Delhi next month. India is hosting this year's summit, which will be held in the capital, Delhi, from 9 to 10 September. Putin rang Modi and told him that Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov would attend the summit on his behalf. India, in a statement, said the two leaders also discussed several regional and global issues of mutual concern. A Russian government spokesperson had said last week that Putin would not attend the summit as he had a busy schedule.